4 in the Host Plus SANFL competition. Doyle for the Blues. Boyd, as we've become accustomed to, for the legs. Got a fingertip on that one, the big man Doyle. Shoveled it out, but Keneally said thanks very much. And Kennelly, long kick inside 50. Unable to pull it down, front position there. Finn Hurd ridden into the ground by his double Blues opponent, but the umpire comes in and says, I'll take it. And we saw going up early there, young Twelftree for the Redlegs. So Norwood with the first centre break of 2024, camped inside their 50. O'Neill head over the footy, Battersby there as well. Interesting to see O'Neill, former South Adelaide player, in new club colours. The ball up is called. 45 out from the legs goal. Battersby tries to clear the zone unsuccessfully. Ball jars free. Dakin leaping in there, trying to get our handball out. Cootie, the former Essendon VFL captain, now ball held in. Boyd struggling for it with Lewis. There'll be a ball up right on 50. A minute travelled in the first quarter of this season, and the umpire's found a free. It's coming back here right on the 50-metre arc. It's going to be taken by Big Boyd for the legs.
Harry Boyd, long way from home, but he might have the legs, has a couple of options. Seymour was trying to charge through, and I took my eyes off there. I think Seymour might have just led Faye Sparks into danger, and Harry Boyd will have a 25-metre penalty.
Well, that's costly early for the Sturt side, as Big Boyd now has gone from right on kicking distance, I would say, Tom, to right within range.
Yeah, definitely. Puts the big man well within range. We know how good he is. Harry Boyd, 2 goals, 2 last year. Has an opportunity to kick the first of the Host Plus SANFL League season. Boyd, 30 metres out, directly in front of goal. And the crowd at Cooper Stadium tells you Harry Boyd slotted it between the 2 big sticks. 6 points, that is a first goal. 1 straight 6 plays Sturt, yet to score. And who supports community footy in SA? Amy does. Tick Amy, CTP Endurance on your registration. And just to start, the Redlegs needed, John.
Quite correct, Tom Eglinton, well called, and Boyd in his 60th game with his 18th SANFL goal has put Norwood in front by 1 straight kick. And we've travelled just 2.5 minutes in this first term already. So much seems to have happened. Doyle standing on the edge of the centre circle there, 1 sock up, 1 sock down. Boyd coming in from the side, they collide, they crash. Lewis got it up, breaking free now. Doing nicely there, the double Blues, as they come towards half forward looking for McFadgen. Kick didn't find a target. Matthews is away and running with a flying shot on goal. Looked pretty good off the boot. He's happy with it, and Matthews has nailed his first, Sturt's first. They get the quick reply through James Matthews from the McLaren Vale boy. Will Snelling involved early on there too with the clearing kick. 1 straight 6 apiece. 3 minutes gone in this first quarter. It's goal for goal, Tom Snelling.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes gone. You mentioned goal for goal. If we've got this for the rest of the night, John, we're in for an absolutely incredible show at the parade.
We certainly are, and yeah, good to see Snelling involved, getting his first touch there for the Blues. Matthews finishing with a wonderful goal for him. Sturt, Norwood level pegging. Your commentator, Tom Eglinton.
In the middle of Cooper Stadium, Doyle, Cootie in hard. No one able to contest. Now Boyd just gets through by any means necessary. Around the corner, fantastic tackle laid. The crowd want ball. Umpire says no. Speaking of umpires, Mitch Scott, Thomas Bourke and Harrison Hughes on the boundary. Blade Horton, Jake Creasy and Martin Elsgood. And in goals, Michael Button with his 100th and Braden Ford. We throw aloft. Boyd wins down. Snelling was involved. And a gang tackle. Ball spills out, but the umpire blows whistle already. Got another ball up. Thursday no lights at the parade. Doyle down, Lewis trying to barge through as he does. Whistle's gone, throws the call. It'll be a Norwood free kick. Nelligan, no. It'll go to Bain and Lowe. 60 from home. Looks to go towards the pocket. Trying to run and fly, unable to complete the mark. Ball spills down towards the skipper, Kennelly. Kick around the corner and cut off by Page.
So Page deep in defence for the Double Blues, drives it long into the middle. Lewis backing back, knocked away from him by Cootie. Lewis at ground level against his opposite number 2 there, Lowe, who takes Lewis to ground. Ball spills free. Nelligan, slimming grabs him. Teely comes in and picks up the crumbs. Page's kick was wonderfully well smothered, knocked into open space. The gloved Morris tackling beautifully. Again, the footy jars free. Illman diving in for Sturt. And the umpire's seen enough 40 out from the red leg goal. He will take control and toss this one skyward. Intense sort of a start, as you would expect. Voss clearing out towards half-back, was floored after he kicked it. McFadden wrestling there with Jack Hurd. Pressure at ground level. Sturt player slung out of bounds. Ball was touched. And there'll be a throw in left half forward. Outer side of the ground. On 40 that was for Sturt. Another of the new boys from the VFL. Doyle side by side with Boyd. Boyd winning it down. Nelligan couldn't take it. Soccer off the ground into open space. Battersby to Page, back to Battersby. Snelling involved again. Sturt through Edmonds. Good kick to the outer side, and Conforti's got it on the outer wing.
Conforti, long way from home. Got a wheel around onto the left boot. Up the line. Faye Sparks. Hurd did well to affect the contest. Now Cootie gets around Lewis. That was silky. Handballs off to a running teammate in Ling. I thought was going to go with the big blistering boot. Didn't. Boyle, the ex-blood, up the line. Kennelly backs back well. Short little kick in towards the pocket. And they have numbers aplenty right now, the Redlegs.
They're doing it well, aren't they? Just chipping it round. Short passes here and there. And it's that man Lowe who's ended up with the footy. He's kicked 35 goals from 35 games coming into this one, Tom. Can he make it 36 from 36 and put the legs second on the board?
His stats from last year will tell you so. 10-5 in front of the big sticks, kicking at 66%. It's pretty much as good as they get. Low. 45 metres out, just worse than a 45-degree angle. Leans back on it a bit. Goal umpire does not move a muscle. Baden Lowe kicks his first, the Redlegs second. They currently lead 2 straight 12 to the Double Blues, 1 straight 6. 6 points is your margin on SANFL now, and of course afl.com.au and the AFL app.
And says in all those places we said in the intro, all around the country, all around the world, and we really hope you're enjoying the action here. First night of the 2024 season, 8 gone, and it's Norwood by a 6-point margin over Sturt. This classic rivalry launches another chapter tonight here between the Double Blues and the Redlegs. It's Doyle to go against Boyd. The latter wins it down. Kennelly head over it. Couldn't take it. Lewis got it out. Big Doyle just bangs it on the boot. Another inside 50 entry for Sturt. McFadden couldn't take it. The debutant, Spain, came through. Got a little handball out. Burrows to Snelling. Now Slimming always busy. Pops it up. Whistle's gone. Umpire's found a free downfield. And it's going to go to the man with the footy in his arms, the ever-dangerous Josh Hone, right in front. And he will line up for his first, Sturt second. And a chance to level the scores again 9 minutes into this contest.
Yeah, Josh Hone, we know what a good player he is. Last year, 45 goals, 36. But in his last 10 scoring shots, he's 1 goal, 9.
Well, can he make it 2 goals, 9? He should from this distance. The former Mount Lofty Devils junior. Oh, well, he's 110 now as he drags that across the face. One he normally would never have missed. It's Norwood by 5 points. 9.5 gone first term.
The legs to bring it grandstand side. Seymour through his hands. Doyle goes back inboard. Kennelly lays a good tackle over the top. Spills out Battersby. Working it through hands now. Going forward through Spain. Towards the pocket and Burrows. Too good, too strong, Lockie Burrows. Put it out in front for your big men and they take a mark like that. That's why they're work out of the goal square.
Underrated player, isn't he? Can do so much around the ground, can take a run in the ruck, known more as a goal-kicking tall forward as he goes around the corner.
Burrows, no mistake, does what all forwards do now as well. Don't worry about the drop punt, I'll kick it around the corner. It's a goal, 6 points, and they take the lead, the Double Blues, 2-1-13. Norwood, 2 straight 12. 1 point is your margin to the visiting Sturt Football Club.
And that was a good recovery from Sturt after the bad miss from Hone. And, gee, that was a wonderful finish from Burrows. As you said, Tom, they love that round the corner kick. I remember growing up in the 80s, Neville Rocky Roberts was about the only guy who did that. From a West Torrens, Norwood player, of course, and spent some time with Richmond. But they all do it now, model themselves on Stevie J from Geelong. And they do it pretty well. It's become almost an acquired skill as Faye sparks into the ruck. And he's going up against young Finn Hurd. They crash into each other. Faye Sparks slaps it down to Snelling. Teely trying to bust through unsuccessfully. Lewis. Amber was knocked down. Hurd with a quick little kick chance for Carey at half back. And link it nicely over the top here to Voss. And now Carey again. So almost stopped and propped before he had to scoot away. He kicks towards 50. Donnelly up. Knocks it down. Where are the Crummers? They're there, but they've all scooted past the ball. Panos gets the handball back towards Seymour. Loose footy. Spain tackled. 35 from goal. Umpire comes in, says my footy. Sturt, after weathering a couple of early goals from the legs, have pushed in front by a point. Looking to increase that margin. Faye Sparks wins it down. Simpson unable to get the kick away. Loose ball again. Players pile in. Ball up the result. 12 gone in this first quarter. It's Sturt by a point.
Thrown aloft. Faye Sparks winning down. Barging through. Lewis gets a handball away. Matthews, or does he get a handball away? Should it be? Free kick Sturt. I thought it might have been called a... No, umpire's pointed the wrong way.
Yeah, I think it is a holding the ball, but you're right, Tom. It was pointed the wrong way on that occasion.
It's confused everybody up here as well. Now he's come back, and it is a Sturt free kick. I'm confused up here in the box, John.
Well, I can't have a clue what's going on here. I mean, I thought he called Lewis for going for too long with the footy, but it is going to go here to Sturt, and they are going to have a shot on goal through the aforementioned Lewis.
So Lewis will have the shot. Must have been slung out of the tackle. The only thing I can think of, because I don't think he got hand to it. Lewis, 25 metres out, slide angle to make it a 7-point lead. Leans back on it, wrong side of the post. Might have even struck the post. It's a minor score. 2-2-14 Sturt. Norwood, 2 straight 12. We have gone 13 minutes on SANFL now.
Seymour goes short, finds Jack Hurd, left back pocket. The northern end. Happy to keep the short stuff going. And it's now with the ever-reliable Morris. Left hand with that black glove. He drives down the line, backing back. Walter got a fist on it. Norwood do it nicely though. O'Neill, the former Panther, scrubbers the kick towards half forward. Run down there was Lee. Managed to get it up, and Norwood pushed through again. This time Sturt player taken to ground strongly, too strongly, and Battersby comes up with the free between wing and half back. Chip short. Will come off here. Edmonds to Walter. Sturt looking good as they go towards 50. Hone had it knocked away from him. Spain comes running in, as does the big fella Burrows. Gets it out here towards Carey. Wheels around on the right boot. Ricochets off the knee there, I think, of Lord. As is Norwood, should work it out here as Morris gives to Lord, and the legs are away off half-back.
Up the line, Callow takes a good mark. They're streaming for him forward. Goes towards shallow half forward. That's a good mark. Good use of the body. Matty Panos, who else? Has options short. He's just going to load up. Go towards deep. Might even go all the way. Matty Panos! Oh, touched. Off the post, in fact. Minor score. 2-1-13 plays 2-2-14. We've gone almost 15 minutes on SANFL now. AFL.com.au and, of course, the AFL app.
As Becker brings it back into place. Sort of feel Norwood fans remember 2022 grand final. You feel Panos sort of almost capable of anything. Not quite on that occasion. Dakin Too many to beat. Low was good. Now O'Neill inside 50. Knocked down into space. Coming through there, Voss. Wrapped up by Nelligan. Battersby will get it back in the 1-2 from Walter. Kicks towards half-back, but Norwood will go again through Ling. Matty Ling wasting no time. Chipping short towards the pocket. Footy knocked down in open space. Creswell tackling hard, tackling well. Ball held in, ball up the result. 1 point the lead to the Double Blues.
Thursday night football. Easter Thursday football to be precise. Faye Sparks. Double Blues just try and clear. Dakin in hard. Over the top now. Handballs off quickly. Snelling with a bit of time and space in the middle of Norwood Oval. Cooper Stadium. Goes up towards true centre half forward to McFadgen, who's going to wheel around and give him something. Burrows goes short. It goes deeper than that. All by himself, almost at the top of the square with Spain, but coming back with a great defensive act with Cooper Murley. Rushed through for a minor score. We've gone 16 minutes, John, and we may as well have not played any football. We're all square.
All square indeed, but it has been exciting stuff at 2-2 apiece. As Ling chips short, and here's Murley, boy from Tea Tree Gully. Goes further to Boyle, as Tom said before, from a West Adelaide, and Adelaide Crows SANFL player Boyle, club number 3 now. And it's with O'Neill at club number 2. So it's always fun picking out the new faces round 1.
My error there. 2-1 plays 2-3, in fact. Not 2-2 apiece.
Yeah, well picked up. 2 point lead to the Double Blues. It is a close one though, that's for sure, as the legs long kick down the wing. Faye Sparks, big fist towards the boundary. Did the job he wanted to. The big man, he got up high and hit for safety. I don't count on the stat sheets, but the coaches love those 1%ers. The fans out there on the outer. Good smattering of double blue and red and blue. Some very serious gents, arms crossed. Assessing things carefully. Early days in this game as umpire again right on top of this one. And will take control. 17 and a half gone in the first term. Sturt with a quick clearing kick comes off. Dakin links nicely with Snelling. And Sturt towards 50, knocked away from Burrows. Ling to clear again, high kick out here towards the wing. Bouncing football, well taken Hamilton. Opens the door for Norwood. Ling, stop, prop, goes with the left boot towards half forward. Long kick. And the mark there in the contest. Not paid to Nelligan. Ball up the result.
Ball up, 60 from goal. Cootie, over the top hard. Double Blues just try and clear. Through hands, almost directly in front of our SANFL now, broadcast position. Spills out the back of the pack. Lurking now Matthews, wrapped up immediately by Boyle. Harry Boyd asking a question. Umpire says no. Ball up. So 18 and a half gone. It is 2 points the margin to the Double Blues. I can't add up. Boyd could have been held. Crowd wanted it. He'll get it. I think that's as easy a free kick as an umpire can ever give. Handballs off quickly to Boyle. The ex-Blood back onto the right boot. Up the line. Dangerous kick. Jeez, that's a good mark though. Billy Cootie from the Essendon VFL program. Was their skipper last year. 21 plus touches in his last 3 VFL games. He goes to the pocket. Mark unable to be completed. Spills to the front. Could have been high. Umpire said no, play on. Picking up O'Neill. Dakin tackles him. Holding the ball's the call. Free kick Dakin.
So Dakin deep in defence. Going to try and get something going for Double Blues as he drives it long down here. Doyle over his head. At the back, Murley couldn't handle it. Hone got it to Doyle. That was well smothered. Norwood doing nicely in the clinches. Kennelly, his kick smothered. Loose ball, dribbles back here towards half-back. Ling, who's got some good touches of late. Hands off. And Norwood through Ling again. Work it nicely to Kennelly at defensive, 50 for the legs. It's about to tick into time on in this first term. Sturt by 2. Low scoring but entertaining contest as Lord back to Kennelly. He's gang tackled there by Conforti and McFadgen, but Norwood just seemed to have the time. Seymour off a step. Long penetrating kick towards the wing. Voss couldn't stop Creswell there. Nelligan in front position close to the line. Got it up here to Ling. He's getting a lot of the footy back here to Creswell. Under pressure the legs. They seem to find a way out of it. Hamilton. And now off a step Finn Hurd. Long kick. Slap down. Front position Cootie. Shoveled out the handball. Clash of heads there. And the legs will get the free kick on that outer wing through Big Boyd.
So Boyd has the free kick. He's going to go to shallow 40. It's all double blue jumpers there. No one was able to complete the mark. Tackle laid. Umpire circling well, have a ball up. You mentioned Matty Ling, 8 touches, 5 of them kicks. Had a lot of the ball so far. Wins down. Double blues through Page. Can clear. Up towards the wing. Punch from behind. Boyd's going to rove. Don't see that from many ruckmen, but he's the one that does. Up towards Cootie, who gets around Lewis, the tackle machine, just almost stuck. Boyd, now Kennelly. What can the skipper do? Goes towards the pocket, intercepted, mark not completed. Handball over the top towards Carey. Handball's inside to Battersby, who just hoiks it into a 2-on-1 contest, intercepted nicely by Seymour. What he does best for the Redlegs, he can go short and sideways to Hurd.
Jack Hurd with it. Grandstand centre wing. What a great player he's been for Norwood. Had a real breakout year, that premiership year in 2022. From a Walkerville junior. Drives it long to half forward. With the legs take possession through Finn Hurd. The Hurd boys working well. Finn Hurd down the line. Long, strong kick getting up. Long arms. And pulling it in, a man who's made a real habit out of doing this and doing it very well for the Norwood Redlegs, and he'll get a chance to line up for his first tonight, and that is the young man in Twelftree. So Isaac Twelftree, a good strong mark, and on that occasion no exception.
Last year just the 2 games, the 2 straight goals.
Just pushes it to the left. 1 behind. Great mark, but the kick just letting him down a point now, the lead to Sturt, 22.5 gone.
We mentioned off the bat, no Lock and McLean, so 12 is one of the ones that come in to kick goals. And that one just off the, just to the side, through for a minor score. Voss, as he does, brings it out of fullback for the Double Blues, goes towards the outer side at Cooper's Stadium, full shallow. Hurd takes the mark. He's got about 70 from home. Goes in towards the pocket, 4-on-1, ball spills out the back of the pack. Voss, going to be scored over the line by Lowe. We'll have a boundary throw in. We have gone 23.5 minutes on SANFL now. AFL.com.au and of course the AFL app. Deep in attack for the Redlegs.
Hurd, that's Finn versus Amos Doyle, who taps it down. And we want to have the players there. Panos, a bit of magic for you. Quarter 1, game 1 of the season. We saw the long range kick earlier, just didn't make the distance. That one snapped through, gives the Legs a 5-point lead as Panos gets his first. 24 gone in this first term. And you saw him as soon as he was near that loose footy, Tom Eglinton. It was shades of that 2022 grand final. He just grabbed it and snapped towards the goals and nailed his first tonight for the Redlegs.
Yeah, just absolutely brilliant. You called it perfectly, John. Panos front and centre lurk, and then as soon as he has the ball there, he's not going to make too many mistakes, is he? As you mentioned, the long-range shot, but we'll forgive him from that from about 60. He's just absolute superb player and has been here at the parade for a long time for this footy club.
Norwood crowd come alive. They lead by a point.
Back in the middle. Doyle winning down. Snelling lurking. Doyle will pick up his own work. Tries to get around Boyd. That's not an easy task, I should say. It's a tough task. Isn't. And it's going to be 25. So Harry Boyd, the recipient of a couple of 25s early in this game. This won't put him within range, though. It might if he wants to, but I think the big man will do the smart thing and goes towards the hot spot. Pack's going to form front and centre. No one able to complete. Trying to get around 1 and 2 is Morris. He gets a handball away. Snelling lays a tackle. Kennelly comes in hard with Walter. And we'll have a ball up. 45 out from the Norwood goal. 25 minutes gone. 5 goals kicked, so probably a couple minutes still to go. Handball out low around the corner. Oh, but there's a goalkeeper sitting right in front of the big sticks. It goes through for a minor score. 3-3-21 plays 2-3-15. It's exactly 6 points the margin on SANFL now. 25 and a half minutes gone.
Long driving kick from Voss out here towards Doyle. Through the big man's hands, gets the Bronx cheer and the Redlegs fans. Now a bit of a push and shove down here. Some early nerves. Umpires in there waving around. Boyle, Lord coming in to say a bit. Big Boyd's involved as well. Rather surreptitiously just ushering away from the play. But there'll be a boundary throw-in. Despite the hooting and hollering of the Redlegs faithful, Doyle wins it down. Snelling shovels it out. Lewis had it, lost it. Snelling well grabbed by Lowe. Going nowhere. Ball up right in front of us here on the members' wing. Cooper Stadium, the parade. Thursday night footy, as Tom Eglinton has alluded to. Easter weekend. Hope wherever you're joining us, all around the world on SANFL Now or the AFL app, you're having a wonderful time with Easter just around the corner and enjoying the footy here as Norwood and Sturt fight out a classic. The Legs by one straight kick. Closing in on quarter time. Boyd wins it down, banging it on the boot. Battersby back towards half forward. Lord sort of almost threw it away, coming through Spain. Oh, wonderful tackle, O'Neill. Wonderful tackle. They had highlight reels for tackle of the season. I think that's probably already won it. That was an absolute beauty. He goes short and finds Boyle.
Boyle up the line and finds the man who started it all, O'Neill. Working hard. That's what they want from their recruit from the Panthers. He's going to work it up the line directly in front of our SANFL now. Commentary position. Sitting in the hole is Walter. Takes a good intercept mark. 27 and a half gone almost. They'll need to get it deep in. Fay sparks the target. Good punch from behind from Hurd. Ling immediately tackled by Spain. Spills out, whistle's gone. Free kick which way? Norwood. So Donnelly, who I'm sure will be in no rush, John.
He'll milk it. He'll milk what he can.
Almost 28 now. It's one straight kick the margin. Donnelly up the line. Host plus SANFL League action as the siren sounds to end the first quarter of said season. Norwood 3-3. Umpire bounces down. It's a pretty good one. Doyle winning over the top. Battersby does well to evade Kennelly. Looks to go inside forward 50. Couple of flyers. No one able to complete. Ling will be wrapped up immediately in the Dakin tackle. Come on, 10 seconds. Already inside forward 50 for the Double Blues. Boyd winning down. Trying to clear, but Walter back with the fly. I was going to say, thought it might have been a free kick and was. So Walter has an option short and sideways. Will take it. Edmonds. Battersby now. To go towards the hot spot. Fay Sparks was lurking at the back. No one able to complete. Ball spills through. Handball now. Cootie could have been taken high. Was. It'll be a free kick to the ex-Essendon VFL man. He goes up the line quickly towards Simpson.
So Simpson with the footy for Norwood. Wanting to keep things moving. Bit of contact after the footy was disposed of. Should be a free downfield here to Callow for the Legs and ears. Norwood fans not happy as Callow goes long inside 50 over the head of Coomless. Becker did well getting back here. Nice little chip kick towards Battersby. He's had a busy start to this game. Finds Walter. And Sturt now just chipping around as Becker running off defensive 50. Goes long towards half-forward. Wrestling going on. Facebark went to ground. He was hung on to. Vantage paid. Matthews has skipped away with it. Can he get another great one? It goes right across the face. But McFadgen has taken a very nice mark. Right forward pocket for Sturt. The ball drifted away from the Matthews kick. Kicked a great goal for Sturt in the first term. McFadden with the footy. Wants to play on. Just taking his time down there in front of the players' race. Steps around, left foot kick. It's drifted through for a behind. So McFadden on the board. And it's now a 5-point ball game here. 2.5 gone, second term, the legs in front.
The Redlegs bring it back in. They're just going to bomb it into the middle of Cooper's Stadium. Callow over the top with a good fist. Doesn't quite sit nicely for Voss. Now they can clear. The Redlegs goes up. 3-on-1 in favour of the Double Blues. Needs to get a handball out. Does. Becker. Backwards. And they can just start to try and settle a little bit. Edmonds towards the outer side. Slimming. It's been a frantic start to the second term. Inboard. Snelling. You mentioned fitting in nicely in his new colours. Walter. Short again, Slimming. Just struggling to break this line at the moment. Short over the top. And they're just working it really nicely, aren't they, John?
They are indeed, as Snelling hands off to Slimming, the former Unley Jet. Shows some pace inside 50. And a very strong mark down there to the big man Doyle. Rucking most of the night, resting up forward at the moment. And he takes the mark and marches back. Ball tucked under one arm. And Amos Doyle will line up now for his first shot on goal. And a chance, if he's successful, to put Sturt back in front, albeit by just a point, but it all counts. Looks good off the right boot from Doyle. He's kicked it very, very well. Big Amos, almost involved in a bit of skirmish early in this second quarter, but he's bounced back nicely with his first for the evening and just his 5th goal in his 25th SANFL game. So well done to Amos Doyle as Sturt take the lead by a point.
And who supports community footy in SA? Amy does.
They certainly do, and we really appreciate their support of SANFL now again in season 2024.
We're bringing it back to the middle, and it's the Double Blues now by a point. Host plus SANFL League action. Tom Eglinton and John Nankerville taking you through this evening's game. The 2023 grand finalists, runner-up Sturt, the 2022 premiers Norwood. A few different faces out there though. No one able to truly win down. O'Neill in hard at the contest. That was brilliant. Doyle goes back. Hamilton wrapped up. Just got it away somehow. Bull went to go spill out here towards Boyle. Immediately wrapped up. The call of ball. Not sure there was too much prior.
No chance really.
And we'll have a ball up about 10 metres from where we all started in the middle of Cooper Stadium. 5.5 gone. No one truly winning that one down. It's getting a bit stuck on the mill at the moment. Just breaking through Lewis. Handball away. Thought it might have been holding the ball. Umpire probably blindsided, but made the correct call. So saw all he needed. Boyd. He's had a good start to the game so far, Harry Boyd. Inboard to his skipper, Kennelly. Of course, co-skipper last year, but named sole skipper now. Kennelly towards the pocket. Couple of flyers. Callow at the back couldn't complete the mark. Snelling handballs off. Simpson in a bit of space. Wheels around. Went for the handball. Gets around 1 and 2. Back inside to Cootie for his first goal for the club. And Billy Cootie kicks his first, and they're going to get around him from absolutely everywhere here at the parade. A young man who plied his trade over in the VFL with Essendon. As mentioned, he was their captain last year. He's come over here and kicked his first. Norwood back in front, 4-3-27 to 3-4-20, 3-4-22, if I can add up.
Back to that 5-point lead for the legs, and Cootie showing something early. Nice little finish. And this goal-for-goal contest continues on its way. And we talked about the players Norwood are missing. Guys like Rokar come to mind immediately, but Cootie, only early days. I appreciate that. I don't want to put the big raps on the young lads yet, but at this point in time, he's looking a likely replacement.
He's had the 7 touches for a goal now, including 3 tackles.
Great match-up between him and Lewis as Doyle had a couple of goes at it. Here's the aforementioned Lewis, hooking it back towards half-forward. Matthews, ever dangerous. McFadgen. Handball back here only as far as the Norwood skipper and Kennelly. Dispossessed. Slimming got it up. Lewis, quick kick inside, 50 for Sturt. Awkward one for Burrows, the big man working hard at ground level. Tries to sort of shovel it out. In the end, the umpire watching closely. Says, I'll take it. Inside 54 Sturt. But now he has got up and found a free hit of the legs, which he happily gave there to young Murley. Hurd goes short. Goal scorer Cootie back here to Jack Hurd. Shrugs the tackle. Chips down the wing. Boyd did well. Doyle. Delicate little tap on. Battersby. And now Slimming with some pace. Long kick inside 50. Good defensive mark though. Had it covered the legs. And Norwood take it deep there in defence through Lord as he goes short. And the legs just happy to try and work it out with some short passes through Creswell.
The aforementioned Creswell goes towards the outer side. Boyd and Doyle, they'll go at it most of the night, and Elligan will just escort Doyle over the line, who wasn't too keen to keep it in play. As we can see on the sponsorship hoarding at the moment, the Sharon for the first time being used, the official game ball of the SANFL now. And that Sharon is tossed back into play. Boyd wins down, Snelling through his hand. Lewis wrapped up by Kennelly and co. It's a free kick going to Lewis. And there's some afters in this game, as you'd expect, the Eastern Suburbs Derby. It's got a bit of spice in it. Defensive mark taken. Has Hurd short. Goes to the outer side, Cresswell. Wanted to bring it short, but no real options. It has to be long down the line. High up and under kick. Puck's going to form. No one able to complete. Nelligan at the back with a cheeky little tap towards Panos, who goes towards the pocket. A good fist from Becker. Close to the line, Hamilton and Illman. And we'll have a boundary throw in about 35 metres out from goal.
Been good tonight, Becker, the former Goodwood Saint. Fine club here in the Adelaide Footy League, the Goodwood Saints. In fact, they'll be playing in Division 2 for the first time in 34 seasons, would you believe, this year. After a run of 33 straight years in Division 1 as Callow. Nice win down. Cootie couldn't take it. Ball at ground level. Nelligan applying the pressure. Lewis on the line. Hamilton just pushes him across. And the boundary throw-in will result. The footy's back on, of course. It's great to have it back. SANFL starting this week. And the week off next week for the gather round. But there is the big state match between the SANFL and the VFL. And then, of course, really all the leagues get going in earnest after that. The Sturt work it out towards half-back. Footy knocked into open space. Burrows very good at ground level for a big man, but Ling intercepted, got a handball away. Umpire wasn't a fan of his disposal, and it will come back here, and it will be a free kick to McFadgen for the Double Blues. Chips out to the wing, looking for Slimming, knocked away from him. Now a chance. Spain at ground level, got it to Slimming, to Snelling, now back to Slimming in the 1-2. And the Norwood player hung on to, no, giving him the free kick away. Hone will take it for Sturt. No, handballs are back to Matthews. Matthews goes short. Conforti tucked around in the pocket. Long kick, Carey was up at the back. McFadgen, wonderful grab for the Double Blues. A long kick across the face. Carey in front position, but McFadgen pulls it down. Similar spot to where he had the shot on goal earlier in this second term, which he missed. As he settles in that right forward pocket near the players' race.
McFadgen was 9-9 in the final series last year.
This one a bit more delicate, and he nails it, sails it through. So Sturt take back the lead by a point, 4-4-28 to 4-3-27. McFadden 1-1-7 for the night. For the big man, who, as Tom said in the pre-game, probably see a bit of him up forward, and if he can be dangerous for Sturt, he could be a key player. And it's key at the moment, putting the Blues back in front.
So we are got a really enthralling contest on our hands. It has been goal for goal. Faye Sparks into the middle now. Do some rucking against Hurd, so both relievers in there. $12.5 gone. SANFL now, afl.com.au, and of course the AFL app. Tom Eglinton and John Nankerville. Umpire bounces down. Hurd probably winning that one down towards Morris, who's immediately wrapped up by Lewis. And Coe in there. We'll do it all again. Faye Sparks down to Carey. O'Neill probably took the leg. The umpire said no, play on. Carey's still arguing the fact. I've never seen an umpire change their mind 10 seconds after the fact, John.
There's been a couple of calls since, and Carey's still got a bit to say.
Third ball up. Faye Sparks off down to Hurd. Spills out off the ground. Tearley. That's a good tap. It was from Seymour. Lewis. Handballs off to Dakin. Slimming out wide. Conforti through the hands. He'll wheel around onto his left boot. Not his best kick. Intercepted well. Getting around 1 and 2 is low. He can kick towards the outer side. A good fist over the top from Coombs. Not a name we've called a lot so far, actually. Spills out. It'll be a boundary thrown on the outer side. Your next caller, John Nankerville.
Well, that's a consistent player for Sturt, hasn't he, Will Coombs? 63rd game tonight. Not a goal scorer, just one game, one goal in his career, but he's not there to score goals. He's there for his wonderful defensive prowess. As a free kick to the double Blues, Faye Sparks has got it, out of wing. So as just to chip it short and find Slimming to settle things down for Sturt. Not a lot on offer for Stephen as he wants to get things moving. Kicks inside 50. Pack has formed. They're not able to bring it down. It was Pierce Seymour. Snap on the goal for the double Blues from Spain. Unsuccessful. Through for a behind. Sturt, though, increased their lead to 2 points. 4-5 plays 4-3. We've gone 14.5 in this second quarter here on the SANFL now at Cooper Stadium, the parade.
Redlegs bring it back into play. Up towards Boyle. Nothing really presenting at the moment. He's just calling to go long. He wheels around. High up and under kick. Callow, probably the target. Spills out. He'll get his own ball. Close to the boundary line. Morris, backwards. High up and under. Good work by 12th Tree to get rid of Coombs. Coombs could have held on to him. Umpire says no, play on. Callow quickly handles off towards Hamilton. He was 8 straight last year. Wheels around one. Has a shot at goal. And it's through for a minor score. 4-4-28. Plays 4-5-29. And this game has not got out to more than a goal the difference. It's 1 point at the moment.
Ever reliable Guy Page to bring the footy back into play. True veteran of the double Blues. He goes looking for Faye Sparks. Knocked down from him. The contest at ground level. Conforti came through. Wrapped up there in the tackle by Lord, going nowhere. The umpire will ball this one up just outside 50 for Norwood. Slung out of it, Faye Sparks. Play on, the umpire calls. Handball comes out here towards Snelling. Going to knock it down, Creswell. And now Battersby. Quick kick towards the outer wing. Coming through, copping one on the process, Jack Hurd. We'll get things moving, but straight to Snelling. Rare error from Hurd. Spain, the debutant, comes through. Long kick inside 50. Knocked down into open space. Picked up nicely by Pierce Seymour. Norwood, should I say, bring it round to half back where it's a nice take by Cootie for the legs. He drives down the wing. Strong mark to Nelligan. To Ling, who was busy in the first term with 8 touches. Gets around onto the left boot. Drives it down towards 50. A couple of Norwood players tight on the line. Hamilton over the top to Nelligan. 12-3 there. Pressured by Page. In the end, Sturt will win out. Carey gets it from Dakin. And now the quick kick clearing the zone from Tearley.
Clears the zone, spins on a dime and goes back in towards Doyle. Ling goes to meet it. Hands coming now from Lord. Backwards to go forwards towards Seymour. Handball inside from Spain. Finds Snelling. That's a thrower holding the ball if you've ever seen it. Yep. Fantastic tackle from the skipper, Kennelly. Couple of errant arms being thrown around.
Well, nowhere to go, really, did he, Sterling? He just had to try and get rid of it, but it was always going to be pinged.
Kennelly up the line towards shallow 50. Faye Sparks goes back with the flight to intercept. Couldn't complete the mark. Page immediately tackled by Hurd. That's Finn. Almost thrown out towards Tearley, who can go up the line. Good fist from behind. Almost off the feet of Snelling. Close to the boundary and just tapped over by the ever-experienced Pierce Seymour. It'll be a boundary throw in directly in front of the Norwood interchange. We have gone 18 minutes on SANFL now. Still both relieving ruckman in. Harry Boyd's going to rove at this point. Faye Sparks, tap down Battersby. Close to it now, Hurd, who's wrapped up immediately. Tackle from Snelling was good to not give away a free kick. And there's a ball up pretty much where the boundary throw-in was.
Tight and tough in the clinches. Faye Sparks wins it down. We'll do some roving. Right up to Tearley. Quick kick. Bustled past Lord and Dakin, the two number 16s. Inside 50, it's Lord for the legs, who recovers nicely. Good skills. Pops it over the top. Morris now off half-back right towards half-full where Callow gets in front. Takes a nice mark. Swings around inside 50. Wonderful grab low. Coombs tracking back. Did everything he could to get there. But Bain and Lowe, the boy from Devonport, too strong. Underneath the old scoreboard, which shows the Blues by a point. About to hit time on in this second term. Lowe will line up for his second tonight.
First time we're really seeing Jackson Callow get into the game. Big strong lead and a mark, and he turned straight away knowing there was an option there. The option was Bain and Lowe, who held strong.
So Lowe, confident in his approach. He's accurate. The legs go back in front in this seesawing contest. Going to drift across the face. Edmonds taps for the line. Finds it. Throw in. Left forward pocket. Northern end. Sturt by a point, but the ball is camped deep inside the legs. 50. 20 gone. Second quarter.
Umpire to throw the ball back into play. Hurd and Faye Sparks. Non-truly winning down. The double blue cleared. Whistle's gone over the shoulder. Is it advantage and a mark? It is. So the double blues at right half back. Just unsure what to do. Short kick. Slimming wasn't watching. Went a bit longer to Conforti. And the call from the boundary umpire is above the knee. Hence why it's not out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, good call. Good positioning. Correct call.
Get thrown back into play. Boyd back into the ruck now against Faye Sparks. They're wrestling with each other. Both asking for a free kick. Boyd just gets it out of midair, gets it forward. Callow handballs off quickly to Panos, who wheels around on the right boot. In towards the hot spot. 12-3 was it down there. Couldn't complete. Nelligan handballs off. Cootie for his second. Hits it on the fat side. High up and under. Is it coming back? The crowd thought it was, and it did, but unfortunately 5 metres too short.
Oh, the agony, ecstasy and exhilaration all in that moment of play. Thought it was going long. And then they thought it might have been on target, but just dropping short. The Sturt looked to clear. Becker, long kick out towards half back. Knocked down close to the line. And the umpire letting things go. Nice contest there between Creswell and Tearley. Umpire will take the footy. Just metres inside that boundary line at left half forward, northern end. Here's Cootie again. Pops it up. Wanting the player on the lead. That's Jackson Callow. He gathered it in. He's under pressure though. Handball's back towards Lowe. Snelling with him all the way. Page also doing nicely. They get support from Walter. Panos intercepts. Boyle swings it back, knocked away from Nelligan. Slimming crashed straight into Kennelly. And the umpire says, my footy, boys. It's close and it's tough and it's hard. And it's great football here on SANFL now, AFL.com and the AFL app. Nice, cool autumn evening as Simpson toe pokes it forward. Becker to Slimming. Hands off. And Sturt should get away, although the umpire's whistle has gone. Advantage will be paid, though, and Sturt do clear defence.
They do, up the line in the middle of the ground. And Burrows takes a good mark. Been a little bit out of it in this second term. Goes towards the outer side. Double Blues through Battersby. Can go up the line, and that's intercepted by Seymour. Not his best effort. Seymour goes backwards. And he'll look for the switch here. Kennelly all by himself, grandstand side. Needs to be a good kick. Voss back with the flight. That's courageous, Casey Voss. And he earns his team a stoppage from when Norwood could have been absolutely away.
Yeah, well called, Tom. You're spot on. And it's those 1%ers like that from Voss that the coaches just love. It won't record on the stats sheet, but such an important touch and such a gutsy play from Casey Voss.
I don't want to say he only has 22 disposals a game, but 7 marks, 3 tackles and a clearance. But those actually mentioned, John. Doyle just gets rid of Boyd. Umpire says fairly. Not so sure myself. Voss in hard again with Kennelly. And umpires to come in and just make sure this doesn't go on any longer than it needs to be does. And we'll have a ball up. And some words there from Kennelly to Voss. Doyle to Snelling, wrapped up immediately by Boyd. It's good to have a ruckman who just acts as a rover as soon as the contest finishes, isn't it?
The old sort of Sean Wren vibe about him with the Crows back in the 90s.
Go at it again. Doyle down through the hands of Battersby. Hamilton barged through. That could be holding the ball. Had Pryor for mine and is. Conforti, an absolute brick wall, did not allow himself to be run over. The Double Blues have it directly in front of our SANFL Now commentary position. 24 minutes gone on SANFL Now.
So Conforti goes towards half forward for Sturt. Kick drifted away in the end, out of play. And we'll see a boundary throw in. Right half forward for the Double Blues. Left half back for Norwood. Boyd against Doyle. Both ruckmen on the score sheet tonight. Boyd wins it down. Battersby was good. Voss driving inside 50. Donnelly got rid of his opponent. Matthews at ground level. Donnelly intercepts, taken high and heavy by Spain. It wasn't deliberate, just over enthusiasm, I think. Donnelly's all right. Big Tom's popped up. He wants to get on with the footy. Got it deep in defence for the legs. Going to drive it back here towards left half back. Oh, good mark, Doyle. Good grab, Amos Doyle. Just going back with the flight of the footy. Let the pack sort of settle in front of him and just took the big arms up and took the mark. Sends it back from whence it came, inside 50. Burrows a couple deep. Hone at front and centre. Couldn't quite gather it in. Hamilton's got it. Lord with the hurried kick to clear the zone. Knocked down when it perhaps should have been knocked out. Close to the line. Legs trying to work it out with handball. Nelligan was involved. Umpire's whistle is gone. And Sturt will take the free as they go back towards 50. This one held in. Good tackling, Hamilton. And in fact, he'll be rewarded, I think, in the end. Declan Hamilton. And there's the halftime siren. So, what an entertaining first half here at the parade. At the main break, Sturt fourth. Your first caller, Tom Egrington.
Over the top, Boyd wins down. Snelling lays a tackle. We'll do it all again. Doyle collects it himself, wrapped up by Cootie. And we'll have another stoppage. As you expect from these two sides, contested at the footy. Both rucks holding each other. They spill to the ground. Boyd wrapped up, umpire circling. This will be holding the ball. Not sure there was too much prior for the big man. A free kick going the way of the Double Blues. True centre half back. Called to play on. Teely up the line to half forward. Ball spills out the back. Fantastic tackle laid there by Lord. And we'll have a ball up, a minute gone. SANFL now, afl.com.au, and of course the AFL app. 4-4-28 plays 4-5-29. No scores since half time.
Boyd sort of let that one go in the end. Snelling with O'Neill, the two number 14s, right over the top of it. Snelling leading possession winner on the field to half time with 14. Slapped down by Doyle. Here's Voss. Norwood trying to break away. Umpire's whistle is gone though. Kennelly not happy. The ball coming back here to the Double Blues and Casey Voss. Just the 7 touches in the first half. Still played well. We're just used to him getting more of the footy, but that was a beautiful pass. Wonderful kick onto the chest there of Faye Sparks in the right forward pocket. And the big Sturt ruckman confidently goes back on the boundary there to line up for goal. 2 minutes gone now in this third quarter, and Faye Sparks for the first score of the second half.
6 goals, 1 last year.
A couple of short steps as he skips in over 50. Goes at the goals with the right boot. Looks pretty good, but drifts and drifts and drifts again. Through for the first score of this third term, behind to the Double Blues. They go out to a 2-point lead. 4-6 plays 4-4.
O'Neill got the kick in. Wheels around and goes towards the outer side at Cooper's Stadium. Pack's going to form, no one able to complete. Walter will now go back inside shallow 50 and cut off and intercepted by the Redlegs. And just find themselves a little bit stagnant. Ball comes grandstand side, just for Graham. Has Seymour short. Lord even shorter. Wheels around. Goes towards Boyd through the hands. Hurd. That's Finn. Handballs off towards a running teammate. Hamilton comes back in board. Morris. Handball over the top towards Cootie. Oh, that was silky smooth. Back to Morris. Towards the outer side. Finds Boyle. Boyle, left boot. Goes towards the pocket. Callow, the target. Strong hands, couldn't complete. The Double Blues backwards to go forwards. High up and under kick. Slimming. Handballs over the top to Voss. Good shepherd as Voss gets a kick away. Finds its way towards the wing. Faye Sparks couldn't collect. Norwood able to go forward towards Boyd. In hard at the contest. Over the top, fantastic work. Faye Sparks. Now with Seymour. Hone around 1 and 2. Crowd want ball. And they'll get it. Hone tried to get around 1 too many. The Redlegs have the free kick in the middle of Cooper's Stadium. They trail by 2 points.
Hurd with the ball. The Jack variety. Decides to go short. And Declan Hamilton's got it still pretty much in the middle of the parade. He plays on, darts around Carey, chips up inside 50 on the lead, but unable to complete the mark was Finn Hurd. Handball comes up, 12-3, working it out there to Nelligan. Norwood caught tight in the pocket there, trying to work it out around the corner, unable to do so, and we have a free kick.
So a sling free kick, it'll go towards Norwood and Kennelly, I believe.
So Kennelly with the benefit of that free kick, which will be pleased about because the legs were under siege. Will line up, tucked around in that pocket, Low giving him something. Nothing doing though. He's whistled to play on. Getting the lead offered. The kick going to go right to the line off the hands of the pack, front and centre. Callow at ground level. In the end, rolled through for a behind. Margin back to that half-time one of 1 point as 4-6 plays 4-5.
Double Blues come grandstand side towards Doyle. Good fist over the top from Ling. what we come to expect of him. We'll have a boundary throw in directly in front of the Norwood interchange bench. 4-5-29, plays 4-6-30. Well, back into play. Boyd tried to go out of mid-air. Doyle now wheels around onto the right boot. Faye Sparks collects well. Hamble intercepted by Ling. It was intended for Conforti. Ling goes into the middle of Cooper's Stadium. Morris all by himself. Had Cresswell. Ignored. He's going to play on himself now. Goes towards the half-forward flank where a mark will be taken. And 25.
So a little ill-discipline opens the door there for the legs.
It's 12-3. 2 games last year. Averages 2 marks a game. Kicked 2 straight last year. Gets his chance in the side. No McLean or Locke. This to put the legs back in front by 5 points. 12-3. Just stabs at it a little bit. Wrong side of the post. Minor score. And now I can say it, and I'm correct this time, John. We're all tied up.
We are indeed. 4-6-30 apiece. 7 minutes gone, third quarter. Sturt to bring the footy back in to the agency of Casey Voss. And runs out towards the right back pocket. Looks out towards that outer side wing with a long kick. Burrows slapped it down. Battersby was good. Spain taken without it, you felt, and he earns the free there at half-back for Sturt. Will Spain, in his first SANFL game, the boy from Ongaparinga Valley, will get a 25-metre penalty, so a little ill-discipline creeping in from both sides. Spain drives Sturt inside 50. Burrows knocked away from him. Boyle charging back after, but it will roll out of bounds, right forward pocket, northern end. Scores level pegging, 10 scoring shots apiece. Faye Sparks and Boyd settle in inside the forward 50 arc for Sturt. Faye Sparks won it down, but it's Norwood who will clear. Knocked back there by Illman. Only as far though as Kennelly, who shanks the kick up here towards half forward. Bouncing ball. Walter gets there first for Sturt. Swings back, his kick partly smothered. Opens the door for Creswell. Loads it up. Nice kick. Looking down there for Callow. Knocked away from him. Good tackle there by Nelligan. Giving his opponent Edmonds nowhere to go. No, umpire's found a free. Going the way of Sturt, and Edmonds will get him out of defence, Tom.
But he does go straight towards Battersby on the outer side here at Cooper's Stadium. Has an option just up to Voss. Affected contest well, Lord. Now can go back towards shallow 54 at the red leg. Spills out the back, Nelligan. First on the scene. Through a couple of pairs of hands. They're trying to work it now. Becker, backwards, crowd want ball. Hamilton comes in hard at the contest with a tackle. And we'll have a ball up, 40 out from goal. 10 minutes gone, SANFL now, afl.com.au, and of course the AFL app. Carlo going to do some rucking. And able to really affect. Tackle laid there by Cootie. They want ball. Umpire circling, holding the ball's the call. So Billy Cootie lays the tackle and will have the opportunity to kick his second goal in Norwood colours and to put the legs in front.
At his moments tonight, no doubt about it. Cootie kicked a nice goal on debut and wonderful long-range shot in the second term, which appeared to be swinging away, then swung right back and almost went through, fell about a metre or two short. Interesting to see. I think distance-wise he'll be okay from here. Any score will break the deadlock, though, here at the parade.
His first goal in Norwood colours put them in front by 5. His second shot in Norwood colours, his second goal puts them in front by 6 at the parade. And the Norwood faithful absolutely love that as we get the light show here at Cooper's Stadium. Norwood 5-6-36, Sturt 4-6-30, 6 points as mentioned, 10.5 minutes gone on SANFL now. Tom Eglinton and John Nankerville taking you through this evening's game, and we have an absolute thriller.
First multiple goal scorer for the two sides, Billy Cootie, and that was a nice one. Made it look really easy from that distance. And of course, we mentioned he played with Essendon in the VFL. He was their captain last year of Essendon's VFL team. So obviously got some leadership abilities too. And tonight he's shining bright so far in this contest. Norwood take back the lead. The gauntlet thrown down to the Double Blues. Umpire, wonderful bounce in the middle. Charging through, McFadgen. Nowhere to go though. Kennelly had him banged to rights, really. Umpire let it go. And now we'll take control. Footy attacking side of centre for the legs. Travelled 11 minutes in this third term. Norwood by 6 at quarter time. Sturt by a point at half time. The legs have taken the lead by 6 points though at this stage of proceedings, as Boyle with a high tackle will take the free. Goes to Kennelly. Red boots, red socks. Steadying things down, the Norwood skipper. Wants to drive it long. Decides to take on his opponent. Brave stuff. Goes long inside 50. Ball fading from nicely Morris to Lowe. Hurried the kick. Scoots away. Cootie couldn't keep it in. Out of bounds, right forward pocket for the legs. Right in front of the players' race. They lead by 6 points.
Double Blues to bring it back into play. Battersby, left half back. Number 4 for disposals in the league last year, averaging 25.5. Goes up the line. Doyle too good, got rid of Hurd legally. Takes the mark, he wheels around, running back onto it, taking a good mark back with the flight. Was Dakin, and he's a long way from home. He goes short to Burrows, who takes the mark 40 metres out, 45-degree angle, and you'll get a good look of it at home, straight down the broadcast lens. Lockie Burrows last year, 37.25, averaging just over 1.6 a game, kicking at 59%. Mentioned when the Blues go inside forward 50, you know, Hone is there, but they need these big, tall targets. No Grivell tonight. Burrows needs to stand up. He gets his opportunity in front of a vocal, hostile crowd here at the parade. Little stutter step. Leans back on it. Doesn't get good enough purchase on it. It's a minor score to the far side. We've gone 13.5 minutes. It is 5-6-36 to 4-7-31. It's still a 5-point margin to the Redlegs.
Seymour goes short. Jack Hurd has it. What about handballing back to Seymour? Will chip short though to Lowe. And Lowe happy to keep the short pass work going. That's knocked away from his intended target there. Becker was good. Sturt trying to push forward, but the tackling excellent from Norwood. Ling on that occasion did it very nicely. He'll bring it back here towards the player in Simpson. Right half back for the legs.
You mentioned the tackles, John, plus 15 Norwood.
Well, they've played their part. O'Neill, wonderful tackle in that second quarter. One of the best tackles you'll see is called into the play. We see Murley, and now Pierce Seymour to Jack Hurd, back at centre half back. Slice to kick long. One-on-one there over the head of Panos, but diving through from behind. Nice grab taken there from Callow. He lines up inside 50. Off hands, Hamilton crumbs it beautifully and finished beautifully. And Declan Hamilton has put Norwood out to an 11-point lead, one of the biggest leads of the night. 15 gone third quarter. Wonderful finish from Hamilton. Perfect crumbing, perfect football, and Norwood out to nearly a 2-goal buffer now.
Norwood just getting it forward. Callow met the ball hard. Good mark. We talked about the big man needing to stand up. He stood up, got it inside forward 50. Wasn't a perfect kick. Hit ground, crumbed well by Hamilton, and it's a goal. Mentioned the margin. It is a game high now, 11 points. It's only been as high as 6.
That was at quarter time. So there's probably been a few at times it was 6 points, but certainly that Norwood did lead by that margin at quarter time. But yeah, it's amazing. But that's the way it's been, I think, Tom. It's just been that kind of contest. Norwood by 11.
Sturt have only led by 1 or 2 points looking down there in the middle. Hurd. Ball spills out now towards Norwood's forward 50 through a couple of pairs of hands. That could be holding the ball. Umpire says no, play on. Low, around one, gets a handball away. Back towards Boyle, left footer. Handballs now towards O'Neill, who can just go towards the hot spot. Couple of flyers, tap over the line. It's a minor score. 6-7-43, plays 4-7-31. 12 points the margin.
16 gone, third quarter as Sturt trailing by, as we said, the biggest margin of the game, 2 goals. Not insurmountable. Walter to Becker, who drives down the wing. Sturt have it here through Spain. Got McFadden calling for it in short, goes in that direction, has a fumble, shoved off it there, and that was probably just a little bit too aggressive by Simpson, and McFadden will take the free. Chips short over the top. Spain's run on. He looks a busy, likely type, young Will Spain. Quick mover. His kick on that occasion not great, but I think Hone, did he get a touch on it? Donnelly trying to con the umpire, but the boundary umpire says my footy. Boundary throw in. He swings it back in. One down by Doyle. Here's a chance. Slimming. I was about to say I haven't seen him for a short time, and there he is. He bobs up, Slimming. Couldn't take it. Murley pushing forward. Matthews now. Burrows tight on the line. The big man pressured all the way, and out of play there by Graham, and there'll be a throw in right forward pocket for the Double Blues. They trail by 6 points. 17 and a half gone in this third term. You'll call it Tom Eglinton.
Back into play. Just quickly, that Hamilton goal after Cootie was the first time we've had back-to-back goals in the game for a side. 2-3 to 2 behinds this quarter in favour of Norwood. Sees them out by 12 points. 18 minutes gone. SANFL now. Hurd taps down. The back of the back, handball away. Snap around the corner was touched towards the hot spot. Fisted towards the boundary line. Trying to keep it in to no avail was Spain. We'll have a ball in. 25 metres out from the Sturt attacking goal. No one able to win down Burrows there, lurking. Ling, Hurd lays a tackle. Little kick towards Battersby, who goes backwards to go forwards. Whistle's gone. Free kick, Sturt in the back. And Battersby, hard up against the boundary line, 40 metres out. Will take his best effort, John.
It will. It's a big moment for a big game player, Battersby, to keep Sturt within 6, or put Sturt back within 6 points. It'll be a tough kick, but he's taking the job on as he begins his run in.
1 goal, 9 last year. Wheels around, doesn't quite have enough on it. Just keeps into the behind post, clattered in. Must have gone over the line first. It's a minor score. Rush behind. 6-7-43, plays 4-8-32. 11 points the margin.
Ticking close to time on now in this third term as Donnelly, long kick out towards half back. Nelligan was good. Got it up here to Murley. His handball knocked down though by Becker. Shoveled back towards Murley, intercepted by Matthews, close to the line, and over it goes for a throw-in. 60 metres round from Sturt's goal. They trail by 11 points. There's Boyd and Faye Sparks side by side in the ruck. Wrestling duo comes down. Kick was smothered there of O'Neill's. And a bust through, and doing it nicely was Spain with a long kick. Right on the last line there, Burrows. Did he get a toe to it? I think he did. He's done well. Burrows with his second big goal for Sturt. And as we tick into time on in this third quarter, Sturt cut the margin back to 5 points as Lockie Burrows gets his second. It was Con 40 with the long kick from 50. Done that a couple of times tonight. And offhands the unlikely Crummer at ground level. Sliding in there, the big man, Burrows with 2. Sturt getting a much-needed one.
Definitely a much-needed one, John. Back within 5 points now. And they only had 3 behinds to that point. They kicked their first for the quarter, and their first since the 12-minute mark of the second term, which is McFadgen's around the corner snap that didn't have much height on it. We're back in the middle. Who supports community footy in SA? Amy does. As we bounce down, this one might need to be recalled. Round 1, we're allowed 1 errant bounce or 2.
We'll allow it.
Back in the middle, Faye Sparks. Boyd. Rose Faye Sparks tap. Goes towards shallow 50. Might have too much legs on it for the legs. Out of bounds. It'll be a last disposal restart. Casey Voss down there. Voss, he wheels around onto the right boot. High up and under kick directly in front of our SANFL now. Commentary position. Burrows couldn't complete. Kick around the corner there from Dakin. Out of bounds on the full. Didn't even travel that far. It's a free kick to the Redlegs. We have gone 22 minutes on SANFL now. Receiving the free kick will be Pierce Seymour. He's going to work it back in. Wheels around onto his left boot. Goes toward the half forward flank. Couple of flyers. No one able to complete. Oh, Lowe nearly crumbed it brilliantly. Couldn't complete it in the end. Close to the boundary line. I think we're going to be escorted over. It'll be a boundary throw in. About 70 metres out from the Norwood goal.
The legs talking to the umpire as they wait for the boundary throw-in to come back in. Boyd just doing up his boot. Faye Sparks. Good sportsmanship there. Hustling to get it back in. Waiting for Big Boyd to get ready. Nice to see. And a bit of a ripple of applause too as they recognise that from all concerned as Boyd wrestles his way to the front. Stumbling block is Snelling. Can't get past him. David and Goliath stuff, and there'll be a ball up right on the arc of 50 for Norwood. Knocked down towards the line. Players piling in. Bowl the cry. Umpire again though. Says my footy.
A lot of appealing out there for a ground that doesn't have cricket on it during the summer.
From the restart, knocked down. The umpire's whistle goes. And another stoppage. No one can really break free from here. Umpire again needing to take control. It's close and tight. A 5-point margin. Favour of the legs. Here we go. Is it a chance for Norwood? Will they again run out of room? They do. Another boundary throw-in result. It's the legs leading this contest. 5-8-38 to 6-7-43. 24 gone in this third term. And Tom Eglinton will see if you can't get them moving, camped where they are.
I'll give it my best shot, John. Harry Boyd helps us out with a punch. Kennelly running onto it. Voss going to be first on the scene, and Voss just runs it over the boundary line, and we'll have another boundary throw-in. Try my best, John, but couldn't do any better.
Stoppage after stoppage, but they'll get there.
5 points is the margin. 24 and a half gone. Back into play. Faye Sparks up against Callow. This time Panos wrapped up immediately by Voss and Snelling. Callow. Kennelly. Snap around the corner. It'll go towards the top of the square. Who's going to fly? No completion at the back. Coomblas. Hurd through his hands and feet. At the back there, Walter is wrapped up. Balls are cool. Umpire circling. They get what they want. Free kick directly in front of goal. A few bits of jumper pulling. But directly in front of goal, the Redlegs will have an opportunity to put it back out to an 11-point margin on the stroke of three-quarter time. Finn Hurd, last year in the reserves, averaged 10 disposals, 4 marks. As a scuffle is subdued. Hurd. 15 metres out, directly in front of goal. Leans back on it, but it's a goal nonetheless for Hurd. He kicks his first. 7-7-49. Plays 5-8-38. 26 minutes gone on SANFL now. The Legs by 11 points.
That was a nice finish from the young man. Cool and calm under pressure. It was an easy enough shot, you would say, but it would have been feeling the nerves, that's for sure. But he kicked it well, and Norwood back out to that equal game-high lead of 11 points.
First league game, first goal as well for Hurd.
Yeah, good stuff, and a good one too, kicking it at a crucial time of the contest. As still Sturt well in this game, but Norwood just doing enough in front of the home fans as we close in on three-quarter time. Umpire bounces the footy. Boyd slaps it down. Little handball came out. O'Neill head over it, fires it back to Boyd. High kick towards half forward. Working hard there, front and centre. 12-3 couldn't pick it up. Sturt trying to bust through with Spain, but the umpire says my footy. Spain again, but wrapped up by Cootie, going nowhere. Norwood desperate to keep it at half forward. Can they increase that lead? Doyle won it down. Cootie went to ground. Doyle wrapped up by Boyd. Boyd just slaps this one down. Comes out here towards Creswell. Runs into the pocket. Hooks the kick back. Knocked down close to the line. Out of play it will go. Boundary throw-in deep inside the forward 50 arc for Norwood. They lead by 11 points.
28 minutes gone. 4 goals kicked in the quarter. 3 to the Redlegs, 1 to the Double Blues. Back into play. Whistle's gone, free kick. In the back, going the way of Norwood. So Jackson Callow, who hasn't had an opportunity to trouble the scorers yet, has a chance to now.
Just those little bits of ill discipline from Sturt we saw firstly there with young Finn Hurd, now with Callow. They're there, there's no doubt about it. The umpire's calls are correct, but it must be frustrating for the Sturt coach's box. Just that ill discipline creeping in and hurting the Blues.
Hurd kicked the goal, 26 minutes gone. We're almost 29 with Callow. No, he's a good player. He waltzes in. Will kick from 40. Leans back on it, but it's a goal! And Cooper's Stadium is alight. 8-7-55. Plays 5-8-38. We are out to a 17-point margin. That is game high. And we are on the stroke of three-quarter time. Jackson Callow with his first. He'll be a player to watch through the season if he can just keep the fitness where it needs to be, keep on the park and be where he needs to be. He's a good player.
So Norwood with 4 goals in this quarter, taking control. 4 goals to 1, turning a 1-point half-time deficit into a 17-point lead. Boyd went to ground. Doyle hit him hard. Players piling in. Spain, Kennelly, O'Neill from the side. Umpire will take control. Again, Boyd was good. High kick there from Carey. Spain charging through. Courageous mark. Running with the flight of the ball. Like the look of this young man. Tough and hard and works hard around the ball. Good skills. He goes inside 50. Burrows, who kicked a couple. Going nowhere though as Pierce Seymour sees him over the line for a throw-in. Left forward pocket at that northern end. As it's going to be Face, Barks and Boyd wrestling as they have all game. There's the siren. McFadden launches a despairing kick towards goal, but he was beaten by the siren, and it's Norwood who lead this contest 8-7.
Umpire ready to bounce down, players in readiness. Bounce down was very good, Doyle winning down, Snelling. Boyd now, tackled by Battersby. Works out the back of the pack to Kennelly, who goes forward, backing back with the flight with Voss, who'll get a free kick for hanging on. No, going the other way towards Lowe. So Bain and Lowe. Runs in and goes towards Callow, have a fly at it, couldn't complete. Ball spills to the back of the pack. Simpson in. Tackle on Hurd, that'll be holding the ball. Superb tackle. The double blues now have their opportunity to work it. Walter. Handballs off. In short is Carey. Option up the line to Spain, through his hands, Cresswell, 55 from home, has a shot at goal. Will it trickle through? Will it trickle through? No, it does not. Spins the wrong way from a Norwood point of view, and the correct way from a Sturt point of view. It's a minor score, a rushed behind, 8-8-56, plays 5-8-38.
18 points the margin now, minute gone, final quarter. There's Voss to bring it back into play. Might be a handy point in the scheme of things. Voss drives it long, finds Doyle at half back out of side. But Snelling, who's been very good for Sturt in short, ignores that. So it's just a kick long down that outer wing. Donnelly came through and got rid of Hone rather roughly, and he'll get a free kick. Joshy Hone just settling things down. Chips on to Voss, who keeps running. Loads a long kick up inside 50, and a good mark down there on his hands and knees to McFadden. Taken some good grabs today, hasn't finished off perhaps as well as he'd like, but this is an important kick to bring the margin back to just 2 goals. He's lining up for his second of the evening. Players starting to show some cramp. I see Norwood players, Sturt players down on their haunches at that forward 50 arc at the southern end as McFadden with this important kick. Steady as she goes, it looks good for the Blues. He's got his second, the margin back to 12 points. A nice finish after a nice mark from Connor McFadden, the former Brisbane Lion, getting involved. Hasn't been their night in the AFL, but certainly McFadden might still have made it a chance to be Sturt's night here at the parade with his second, the margin cut to 12 points.
And who supports community footy in SA? Amy does. We are 3 minutes into the last quarter. 12 points is the margin. Back in the middle. Snelling and O'Neill been a good battle all day. All night, I should say. Doyle winning down. Backwards to go forwards now. The double blues go towards true centre forward. A good little tap just to keep it going forward. McFadden's going to run on this. Handball over the top. Burrows tries to come back in board with a handball to Spain. Met hard and quick by Hurd. Handballs forwards, backwards. Conforti, kick around the corner. Does it have the distance? It's a win carrying it. No, Faye Sparks. Spain, tackle, dumped after he got rid of it. And the legs can now clear on the outer side. Ling, he's a left footer. You have to come back. He'll come grandstand side. Dangerous kick. Cresswell does well under immense pressure. The legs had the ball at left half back.
Cresswell wants to play on and will do so. Drives it down this member's wing, but in front there, able to take the mark. Spoiled at the last second, much to his annoyance, was Becker. And we'll see the boundary thrown right in front of our commentary position for SANFL now. Sturt their tails up after that goal to McFadden. First of this last term. Boyd wrestles his way in front position. Here's a chance, Cresswell. Little handball into space. Simpson. Nice give, Kennelly. And now some run through the middle from O'Neill. Lace out, good pass, good mark, Finn Hurd. right on 50, probably just outside 50, pointing at the umpire. When the man back on the mark immediately. Hurd's kicked 1 goal tonight in his first game of SANFL footy, long one. That won't be another. In fact, it's out of bounds on the full. Out of bounds without being touched, should I say. And it will be a free kick last possession rule to Walter down there in the left back pocket for Sturt. Bring the ball back into play. 5 gone last term. He kicks out wide, not a good one though. Kennelly chips in, takes a nice mark. And Norwood skipper can put them back towards their goal front. Lackadaisically launches this one top of the goal square. Again, Finn Hurd was there. Couldn't take it low. Something out of nothing, maybe, no. Kick just to the right of the upright. 13 points the margin. Norwood go to 8-9-57. Sturt 6-8-44. We've gone 5.5 minutes in this final quarter.
Becker towards the outer side. Contest forms, no player able to win down. Tap towards Boyd, who goes a handball over the top. Quick handball away now. They're just able to work it for the first time. Simpson over the top. Illman, Page, Dakin, backwards to go forwards. Intercepted by Matty Panos. That is to be lucky not to give away a 25 there. Held on to him just for long enough. Oh, Matty Panos finds Cresswell all by himself. 35 metres out, 45-degree angle. And if there's a player that could do that at the parade, it's Matty Panos.
Yeah, wonderful stuff from Panos. Just has that magical touch about him. He kicked that wonderful goal in the first term and now sets up Cresswell, former Panther, for a shot on goal. And he kicks it. It's a game-high 19-point lead to the Redlegs.
Waltz in. Leans back on it too much. Minor score, wrong side of the post. 8-10-58. Plays 6-8-44.
Margin to 14 points now. Norwood increasing their lead with each behind. Voss's kick, Martin not paid here to face Sparks. Umpire will take control, 55 metres out from goal, 7 gone, fourth quarter. Boyd taps it down, Tearley, his kick smothered. Head over at Snelling, couldn't get it out. Creswell spins around, jags the kick back to the top of the goal square, 2-on-1. Knocked away there from 12th tree. Low lurking, handball came out from Nelligan. Hamilton to the aforementioned 12th tree. He snaps it through, and that is a big one for the Legs. 7.5 gone final term. They increase that lead to 20 points as Isaac 12th tree gets on the goal scorers list with that effort. Boy from the Pembroke Old Scholars playing just game number 3 tonight, and that was a very important goal to the Legs and puts them in a strong position. Still plenty of time for Sturt, but it's a strong position Norwood find themselves in at the 8-minute mark of this last term.
5 of the last 7 goals of the Redlegs. Strong position indeed, John Nankerville. It's 20 points to lead now. Game high. Bounces down, Faye Sparks, I should say. Curdy off towards Kennelly, who goes towards the outer side. Simpson over the top. Good spoil there from Voss, who goes on the non-preferred up the line. Spills out the back. Seymour has a bit of time. Over the top towards Hurd, and Dakin will have scored him over the line. It'll be a boundary throw and pretty much on the arc of 50. 20 points is the margin. 9 minutes gone on SANFL now. AFL.com.au and of course the AFL app. Where would you rather be than Thursday night football at the parade? Umpire to throw the ball back into play. Boyd had his jumper held onto. Snelling got the ball out. Ball comes forward. Dakin back with the flight. Was courageous. Hone lurking. Ball spills over the boundary line. We'll have another ball up, this time about 25 metres out from the Sturt goal.
Sturt desperately needing another one just to stay in touch. It's a game-high 20-point lead. Not insurmountable, but it's the biggest of the night, and that's been the story of this game. Low-scoring, tight contest. Free kick inside defence of 50. They're going to go the way of the legs. Boyd, who's been very good. Hands off here to Jack Hurd. Launches a long kick towards the outer wing. Flying face sparks, couldn't bring it down. Close to the line. And seeing it over is Casey Voss.
You mentioned the tight contest, John. And when you can get that 3-goal buffer in these type of games, it is awfully hard to come from behind and win.
Certainly is, and that's what Sturt will have to do now. But it's not an easy task as Boyd to Callow. Now Norwood trying to link up through handball. Able to find the tug on that occasion. Hamilton, he goes in again close to the line. Taken over, appealing for a free. And the umpire agrees with him. So Declan Hamilton, who has one to his name already, will line up for his second. I know it's early doors. 11 minutes gone in this final quarter. And this is a tough kick. But if he kicks this, we'll say it's going to be all but curtains for Sturt. He goes with the check side kick, Hamilton. It drifts across the face. Through for a valuable point, perhaps. 21 points now, the lead to Norwood. 9-11-65 to 6-8-44.
The Double Blues come back grandstand side. Burrows the target. Good fist from behind from Graham. Cootie, he'll use well. Goes out wide. Hits up Boyle. Left footer just being told to go long by Harry Boyd. He wheels around onto that left boot and goes towards the danger zone. Callow at the back with a fly. Battersby lurks front and centre. Work it through hands. Tackle laid on Page by Nelligan. Kick around the corner from Hamilton. Hamilton! Hamilton! The Redlegs running away. His second. And the crowd at Coopers Stadium are really, really enjoying this one. 10-11-71, 6-8-44. Hamilton second. And it's all but over now.
They're going to be hard to catch from here, that is for sure. The Redlegs, Sturt and Norwood have put up this tough struggle, this tight contest, as we keep saying, but that's the way it's been. But the legs breaking away in this second half. They've kicked 6 goals to 2, and it may just be the difference after Sturt led by just a point at half time. Hard to see the Double Blues kicking 5 from here, and they've managed just 6 to this point in the evening. But here they go. They force it forward, knocked down into open space. No one can really pick the footy up. Players piling in from both sides. Conforti there for the Double Blues. Exasperatedly gets up from the bottom of the pack as the umpire to take control again. Finn Hurd wins it down. Burrows shovels it out. Cootie's kick was smothered. Matthews tries to come through. Couldn't do much with it. Head over the footy. Working hard down there. Panos applying the tackle for the Redlegs. Burrows wins it down. Lord tries to clear the zone. Voss, nice mark. And puts Sturt back into attack. Loads up, long kick towards the pocket. Off hands, out of bounds. And we'll see a boundary throw in that right forward pocket. As it is the Legs by 27 points, 14 gone, final turn.
Faye Sparks dropped what he should have taken, but direct opponent did shove him afterwards to let him know about it, so just got to be careful. Don't want to give Sturt an inch at all. In the contest, no one able to really bring it out. Good tackle. We'll have a ball up. It's 27 points the margin, but still a bit of feeling out there as you'd expect from these eastern suburbs rivals. Faye Sparks wins down to himself, gets a handball out. Now towards the feet of Doyle, not the place you want to be handballing to a ruckman. Cootie clears it towards the outer side. It's a foot race. First to the scene is Coombs. 12th tree wraps him up and over the boundary line. It'll be a boundary thrown on the outer side. 10-11-71 the Redlegs. 6-8-44. 27 points is the margin. And if it stays like this, John Nankiville, Norwood have a much better start to the year than they did last year.
Yes, 0-8. The Legs started in 2023. Looking to win their first game in round one, though, as O'Neill to Cootie. He was stripped of the footy. In the end, almost perhaps deliberately out of bounds in the AFL. I think that would have been every day of the week, but Donnelly's going to get away with it on this occasion. Slightly attacking side centre. The ball will come back into play. Slightly for Sturt in their attacking side. 15.5 gone last term. O'Neill to Cootie. High kick down the line. Over everyone's head. Slapped back into open space. Matthews did well. With these nice bright lights at the parade. Good mark by Burrows. He chips short towards 50. Good kick and Faye Sparks on the lead. Takes the grab. And backs back hurriedly. 50 from goal. Going to take his best. Big Dan Faye Sparks.
He's probably got it in him, John. He just doesn't have much time, but probably just needs to give himself a little bit. Go back and kick. 6-1 last year, as mentioned earlier. Has 1 point behind. 1 point tonight, though.
Loads up with the kick towards the southern end. Very, very nice kick from Faye Sparks. Wonderful kick. Perfectly timed. Gets it over the line for Sturt, 7th. His first. Margin cut back to 21 points. 16.5 gone in this fourth quarter. And that was a very important shot. A very important goal because it just, as we were saying, Tom, gives Sturt some slight hope that they might be half a chance of coming back and pinching this one from the Legs.
Yeah, well, you've got to take your opportunities, and he definitely did that. And as I said, just took a little bit of time, go back, think it through. We still have probably 8, maybe more minutes to play. Stranger things happen in football. It's only 4 straight kicks, and they'll find themselves in front. 21 points is the margin.
You get another one, and you watch the tails rise. Watch the spark ignited.
Interesting to see if they can clear the footy here. Through hands, try to go backwards towards Battersby. Umpire will circle this tackle. He just got it out as the umpire's whistle went. It's a brilliant tackle from Cootie as well. I think he's mentioned a few times he's really adapted straight away to SANFL.
Has he
footy.
ever? Yeah, great skills, great intensity. As I said, doing the good stuff with the tackling and the 1%ers as well, Tom.
Doyle, down Battersby. Handballs off towards Snelling. Backwards towards Page. Just trying to set themselves a little bit. Goes towards the outer side. Now this is the problem for Sturt. They get to here and it's a bit too stagnant.
True. They've tried to work through it with short passes. What do they do on this occasion? They turn it over.
Straight to Harry Boyd, and just think on that occasion, Snelling and Page, especially towards the end of the game, you know you guys are good users by boot. Just get it going forward. Get your forwards one out as best you can, because Norwood are going to swallow you for the rest of the day if you do this. So work it towards the outer side. Harry Boyd moving up forward as well. They go towards the arc of 50. Doyle winning down. Tackle laid over the top by Spain. He's had a really good game as well. And what will plausibly be a losing effort at the end of the night. It's 21 points. Down Kennelly. Sturt could have been held without it. We'll have another ball up, 60 metres out from the Norwood goal.
12 touches tonight, Spain. 8 kicks, 4 handballs. Worked very hard on debut. From the restart, breaking away O'Neill. Hooks it back inside 50. But Casey Voss saves the day. Out into the middle of the ground. Knocking it along there, Murley. Becker involved as well. Head over the footy. Battling hard for Sturt is Dakin. He's sort of really besieged there on that occasion. Boyle, desperate terrier-like, trying to win the footy. And the umpire will take control right in front of our SANFL now commentary position. Tom Eglinton, John Nankivell. As he twirls it skyward. into the night sky. Coming through Snelling. Umpire's whistle went, and he's found a free. It's going to come the way here of the legs. It was a ruck infringement. Big Boyd close to best on ground for Norwood. I think him and Keneally and others, but those two would be right up there. As Boyd launches a long kick towards 50. The back Doyle and a bust through. But Boyle and Callow giving him nowhere to go. Slapped down by Doyle in that ruck contest. Boyd, Tom said earlier in the night, rucking and roving, trying to kind of have some headway for Norwood, unable to do so. Ball up, into time on now in this final quarter. It's the legs by 21 points.
Boyle rubbed up immediately, played for the high free kick. Was that his prior? Umpire said no. Will Snelling seems to agree with me. Umpire throws aloft. Both players playing for a free kick there almost. Tapped out close to the boundary line. You can hear the calls to take it out. Keneally obliged. Will Snelling asked the same question again and was denied. We'll have a ball in. 10-11-71, plays 7-8-50, 21 points the margin, 21 minutes gone. Doyle tried to tap down. Boyd, kick around the corner. Good fist down there from Hamilton. Didn't allow Voss to take an intercept mark, which would have given the Double Blues an opportunity to go forward. Instead, it's another stoppage. It's been the game of stoppages all night.
It's been a game dominated by them. It's had some great free-flowing moments, but there's been a lot of breaks in play.
Through the hands, O'Neill around the corner, goes towards 30 from goal. Well trapped there by Voss. Spain tackled by Panos. Did he have prior? Ball spills out. Callow around 1 and 2. Goes out towards the outer side. Kick around the corner, and Cresswell puts the icing on the cake for the Redlegs. We get the light show at Cooper Stadium again. 11-11-77 to 7-8-50. Back out to that game high 27-point margin that it was after Hamilton kicked his second at the 12th. We are 22 minutes gone. And I think that'll be all she wrote, John Nankerville.
I think they're home now, the legs. They've had to work hard for it. It's been an entertaining contest. But Creswell there, who's bobbed in and out of the game from time to time to have some good moments, nails his first goal for the night. There's 3 goals in his 8 games for Norwood, but or 3 goals in his 8 SANFL games, because he's played 5 with Norwood and 2 with South. Getting the stats right. But it was an important one, is what I'm getting at, because it has, as Tom Eglinton said, probably sealed this contest. 22 and a half gone final quarter. Norwood back to that game-high lead of 27 points. As Tierley, always battling hard, kicks it high towards half forward. Taken by Ling, who was taken high by Matthews. And will get the free kick at left half back. 8 touches in the first term, Ling. Very busy off half back. And now just prepares to steady things down. The legs know they've got this one in their keeping, as Pierce Seymour, the former Woodville West Torrens defender, who's really found a home with Norwood. Known for his penetrating kicks out of defence. Here he launches a long one down the line. Callow at the back. Edmonds ran into a brick wall, but did well to get a handball to Walter. High kick back down the wing, thumped away, loose footy. Bain and Lowe had it set upon immediately. And a further ball up will be the result. As the clock continues to tick on down. Faye Sparks won the footy. Snelling coming through, Boyd wrapped up. Umpire just letting it go. Everyone sort of stopped and looked at him. He was happy to let it go. That one's going to go out of play. It wasn't touched. So it should be a last possession free kick here to Sturt, and will go the way of Ned Walter.
So Walter dangerously inboard to Faye Sparks, who couldn't complete the mark. 3-on-1 in the end. Not sure of the decision-making. Morris handballs. Ball now coming wider to Keneally. Wrapped up immediately by Tierley. Whistle's gone. Must have been throwers the call. Double Blues up the line towards Josh Hone, who juggles the ball over the line. And good to see Tom Donnelly actually go to check on him, make sure he's all okay. Bit of cramp maybe for Hone or the shoulder. As the ball is twirled back into play. Tapped down. Ball spills out towards Donnelly. Cootie picks it up instead. He's had a really good night, Billy Cootie. You won't want to look at that one on the highlights reel on SANFL now, or the AFL app, or afl.com.au. Inboard from Battersby to Faye Sparks. Not quite been his night, the big man. Boyd was wrapped up by the aforementioned Faye Sparks, and we'll have a ball up just inside the centre square. 25 minutes gone on SANFL now.
Both ruckmen sort of tentatively dabbing at it, like a cat in a goldfish bowl, looking in at what's going on. Ball there held in. And Spain has earned himself a free kick against Cootie. 2 debutants tonight in the SANFL. Kick from Spain out towards half forward. Walter there with Nelligan, fighting hard for the ball. Donnelly comes in. Walter somehow managed to get it out. Another pack in shoes. And that's where it will stay. About 40 metres out from Sturt's goal. In that right forward pocket, southern end. Umpire twirling it. One down by Doyle. And again the ball up. Some tired players out there. But still instructions being shouted. Again from the restart, close to the line. Sturt trying to get something going, trying to push forward. A couple of little handballs didn't do much, and in the end, over the line it goes in front of the players' race. Throw in the result. Norwood by 27 points. Late stages of this contest. Round 1, SANFL Footy 2024, thanks to Host Plus.
Opening game of the season. 4 games tomorrow of the Host Plus SANFL League. No one able to truly win down. Simpson wrapped up immediately by Snelling. Umpires circling. Oh, whistle was about to go and it just fell out. Norwood able to work it close to the boundary line. High up and under kick. Edmonds at the back here. Fist in front of Callow. It spills over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. 27 minutes gone on SANFL now. Have the ball thrown back into play. Boyd front and centre. Wins down. Kennelly was lurking, didn't quite make it to him. Through hands. Sturt trying their best, and Norwood trying their best just to get it over the line, which they do. We mentioned the games tomorrow. Norwood and the Bulldogs at Prospect Oval. That one on 7. The Panthers and the Crows at 2 o'clock, 2:10 to be exact. The Eagles and the Bloods at 2:30, and the Tigers and the Magpies at 4:40. Those last 3 all on SANFL now. And of course the AFL app and afl.com.au. Morris trying to work it out. Battersby in hard. Morris over the top. Battersby doing his best impression to try and get down. Umpire not buying it. Holding the ball. 28 minutes gone. You're with John Nankerville.
It's Morris who'll come up with it for the legs. So time for one last surge. They've got this one in their keeping. Have done for most of this term. As the kick from Morris down the line. Sturt players flew off hands. Out of play it goes. Touch, says the boundary umpire, so he'll throw it back in. Norwood fans would be pleased to see a win in round 1. They had to wait till round 9 for their first victory last season, so getting that monkey off the back early. There's a hurried kick there from Murley down the line. Sturt take possession though, pressured all the way, and in the end Walter knocked over the line and another throw in. Left half forward, northern end. As umpire to bring it back in. A drop short. Driving it back down the wing, but again a turnover will result. Kick out of bounds on the full. And Norwood will get the free kick here. Right on their bench with Pierce Seymour. Seymour back towards left half forward. Knocked down Boyd, front position. Nelligan crumbing, tackled by Matthews. Spills over for another throw in. had to tick into 30 minutes in this last term. It's been our longest quarter so far. As Sturt worked towards half-back, off-hands, Hamilton couldn't pick it up. Spain goes off the ground. Seymour, Creswell, Ling hooks the kick back towards half-back, bouncing football. 12th Street couldn't take it. Sturt open through Illman, and there's the siren. So that is it for the first contest of 2024, and it is the Redlegs of Norwood in front of their home fans here at Cooper Stadium, the Parade, who have triumphed by 27 points. Norwood 11-11-77, defeating last year's grand finalists Sturt 7-8-50, a margin of 27 points, and a deserved victory for the home team in what was a very entertaining contest with no quarter asked, none given, and it went right down really until this last term when Norwood ran away with it. Since half-time, the Legs kicked 7 goals to 3, including 3 goals to 2.